I was Secretary of State because in the 4 years that I was Secretary of State, the world changed fundamentally. What my generation had known all of our adult lives came to an end with the end of the Cold War. And we spent 40 years fighting that Cold War, and the Cold War ended on my watch, and there were so many things that we were able to get done as a consequence. The peaceful end of that Cold War rather than a cataclysmic end. The unification of Germany, the two Germanys, we were able to negotiate the unification of Germany as a member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. We had the first Gulf War, where we ejected Iraq from Kuwait, where they were brutalizing the Kuwaiti. Then we had the Madrid Peace Conference. So we had a lot of things. In addition to that, we had NAFTA, and we had the end of apartheid in South Africa. So it was a period of real fundamental change in world.
What were your driving factors of interest when beginning the process of peace negotiations in the Middle East?
What were my driving
factors of interest?
Well, we had just fought the first Gulf War.
Yeah.
And we reversed Iraq's aggression in Kuwait, and we took care of Israel, of the fourth largest army in the world and the biggest threat to Israel's security. So we had credibility with Israel, and we had also a lot of credibility with the moderate Arab states in the Persian Gulf. And it was a very opportune time to try and make progress on the very, very difficult issue of peace between Arab.
There's some question about Operation Desert Storm and the consequences of the aftermath. Do you believe that the consequences of Operation Desert Storm were greater than the triumphs?
No, not at all. I think people are conflating Desert Storm with the invasion of Iraq in 2003, which were totally different wars. In 1990, we said we were going to reverse Saddam Hussein's aggression in Iraq and in Kuwait. We even went to the UN Security Council and got authority to do it. We went out and did exactly what we said we would do and no more. We brought our troops home. We didn't go on to Baghdad to occupy that great big Arab country. We were criticized for that at the time. And even in the aftermath of the invasion in 2003, some people said, why didn't the first Bush administration take care of Saddam when they had a chance? Well, now we know why, because we see what's come of it. And President Bush 41 was wise enough and experienced enough to know that we didn't want to go in there and occupy that great big Arab country. So that's a false narrative. It wasn't Desert Storm that led to the problems in Iraq today. It was the invasion in 2003 by President Bush 43, not 41.